Formula One is gearing up for groundbreaking changes in the 2025 season, promising an electrifyingly competitive year ahead. But that's not all. The council has also moved to tweak the 2026 regulations, further shaking things up. This relentless drive for innovation shows that Formula One is determined to keep pushing boundaries. Yet with so much change on the horizon, the big question looms: can the teams adapt fast enough, or will they crumble under the pressure of their rivals? The FIA has dropped a bombshell of changes for the 2025 season, with two standout updates centered on driver cooling and DRS. At the recent council meeting in Rwanda, a pivotal new hazard regulation for driver cooling was approved. This rule kicks in when race temperatures soar past a certain threshold, adding a layer of complexity to team strategies. But that's not all. Stricter DRS rules are also in play, underscoring the FIA's relentless push for innovation and fairness. Starting in 2025, if official weather radars predict temperatures above 30.5 degrees Celsius, or if the race director declares it, a heat hazard will be activated. Teams can then install cooling systems for drivers, but there's a catch. These systems add weight, forcing an increase of 5 kilograms to the car's minimum weight throughout the race weekend. The pressure to adapt just got hotter, literally. The FIA is shaking things up with new DRS regulations aimed at tightening the playing field. Key changes include adjustments to the rear wing slot gaps between the system's two modes. These tweaks seem designed to block clever exploits, like McLaren's infamous mini DRS trick. This crafty tactic let Piastri hold off Leclerc on the main straight, cutting drag while still enabling DRS for the chasing SF24. Footage showing how the rear slot subtly opened at high speeds underscores why these updates are crucial. Now, the minimum gap has been trimmed from 10 to 15 mm to 9.4 to 13 mm, while the upper limit with DRS active remains fixed at 85 mm. On top of that, the FIA has laid down the law. DRS systems must have only two positions, and when deactivated, the wing must snap back perfectly to its original mode. These changes promise to keep teams on their toes, an innovation in high gear. These rule changes could spell trouble for McLaren, a team dogged by accusations of running an illegal car throughout the season, despite scant evidence beyond the Baku GP. Yet McLaren proved unstoppable on high downforce circuits like Zandvoort and Singapore, clinching victories with jaw-dropping margins of over 20 seconds. Whether the new regulations will curb the Woking squad's dominance is still up in the air, but here's the bigger question. With 2026 ushering in an entirely new regulatory era, how much effort will teams pour into their 2025 contenders? The balance between short-term glory and long-term strategy just got even trickier. The looming 2026 regulations have sparked a heated debate. Should teams double down on 2025 or shift focus early to gain an edge for 2026? Starting work on the 2026 car sooner could deliver a game-changing advantage, especially since the next major overhaul isn't due until 2030. It's a high-stakes gamble that team bosses are carefully considering. Ferrari's Fred Vasseur believes teams like Aston Martin or Alpine, with their extra wind tunnel time, might benefit from prioritizing 2026. But for the top contenders, sacrificing the 2025 season could mean missing out on a championship. Ferrari, for example, is betting big with a bold 99% redesign of its 2025 car, while also integrating powerhouse talents like Hamilton and Loic Serra into their lineup. Meanwhile, Aston Martin's technical director, Neil Hittner, is brimming with confidence about their 2025 prospects. Hittner stated, "There is an opportunity to win a championship in 2025 and 2026. We want to do both, but competition from Red Bull, Mercedes, and Ferrari is fierce. These teams will generate significant performance next season, and we need to do the same." The fight for supremacy is heating up. Looking ahead to 2026, Formula One is gearing up for a revolution. Active aerodynamics will introduce two adjustable flaps on the front wing, fine-tuned for both cornering and straight-line speed. These cutting-edge updates will also include physical stops to control wing element rotation, alongside small winglets on the front wing end plates. The rear wing rules are also evolving. Teams can now use either 2 or 3 elements, with only the non-main plane sections allowed to rotate. But that's not all. Changes to the floor and bodywork around the wheels will amplify downforce, featuring new deflectors and debris guards to boost performance in every corner of the track. The future is looking faster than ever. In the relentless pursuit of innovation, Formula One is pushing engineers to unlock every ounce of performance. The 2025 changes are set to shake up the competition, offering both new opportunities and potential challenges for teams. With the grid tighter than ever and 4 teams now in the hunt for championships, how will these changes impact the sport? Who will thrive and who will falter under the pressure?